there, YouTubers. I've decided to film a video in English as well because I really wanted to share this with you. It's my December album for this year. I do not call it December Daily because I don't do December Daily. I don't do the daily thing. I just basically put a few pictures of nice things that happen over the Christmas period. And I have to admit that I was getting sick and tired of this album, and I think that I really have to rethink this project because it's getting very tiring every year. Once Christmas is over, I don't really feel like doing any Christmas stuff anymore. And I have to admit, I've said it again before, I am a layout person. I like to do layouts, and doing an album is fun. It's nice to see it finished, but yeah, I'm more of a layout person, and maybe I should really think about next year not doing an album and just doing a layout. Then again, it's one of the first albums that I've finished completely, and this is something new for me, so I'm very proud about that. And it's the first time that I've worked in a project life kind of album. I used the snap binder for this one. I had actually bought this for summer and I ended up using it for winter. It doesn't matter. The colors were perfect because I was using the Snow and Cocoa collection, and I was also using bits and pieces of stuff that I had from previous years. And I found this a bit too late because I had already bought a lot of stuff from Snow and Cocoa. I bought the chipboard stickers, I bought papers, I bought some big sheets of paper. And then later on, this came out, and I was very disappointed because I would have definitely opted for this collection instead of this one. Maybe next year, what shops usually do is they have the previous Christmas collections on sale, and maybe I might get myself this collection for next year. But I don't know, because as you all know, we have new collections coming out every year, and yeah, everybody likes new stuff. I did use a lot of stuff that I had though in my stash from previous years, and as you're gonna see. So yeah, I'm happy with this album, not ultra happy, I'm just happy, and I wanted to share it with you. I played a bit with the idea of having some of the project inside the plastic folders, and other things I didn't use the plastic folders. For example, I have an introduction page where I did the shape of a tree using the sparkly letters. These came from a hip kit from 2014, November 2014, and I still had it there and I wanted to use it up. And the canvas background I got from another album that I used, and that I had an extra one of these canvas backgrounds, and I think it's cute as an introduction page. Then I also bought these bookmarks from Illustrated Fate, which I just punched holes in and put them, and I will add some journaling. Then I start with the plastic folders. This is a 6x8 plastic folder. It's a photo that I found online. I hope that the person who actually did this photo does not get angry with me. I'm just using this picture because I thought it was very pretty and it just represented what I feel about Christmas. I printed the picture as it was and I just put it in my folder. And I did embellish outside the plastic folders most of the time because I feel that this is very cold. I do not like this, I have to admit. I feel it's a very cold. I'm not going to say a lot more because I know that some of you might be Project Life fans, and I do understand how practical it can be because you literally have to cut things. You have the dimensions and then a lot of things already pre-prepared, and it does save you some time. I do admit that it's very comfortable in that way, but I like to feel things, I like to touch things. So for me, this is a bit limited, so to speak. Then I prepared some cut files and I pre-cut them before Christmas started. And for example, this one, I know I have to put a dark background behind this one to make it stand out. I did not do that. I might do it. My Christmas starts on Thanksgiving. I had a Thanksgiving meal, and then after Thanksgiving, our elf on the shelf usually visits, and yeah, that's when the Christmas party starts. So I did include Thanksgiving meal and then a gift that my husband got from work. I could actually put the dog as well in the picture. And I printed these pictures using my new printer. I got a printer for my husband this Christmas. It's an Epson. I'm happy with it, but I have realized that I will need to edit some of the pictures because they are a bit too dark or too overexposed. Then my daughter was singing solo in a concert, and here, for example, you can see that I put the die cut outside the folder because I did want to feel, I needed to feel things. I was a bit disappointed, for example, on how this one turned out, because I love how it turned out, but being in the plastic folder, you can't really touch it. You can't really appreciate the die cut. So I think this was one of those that I actually put in the folder, but then the next ones I took out, and I created a border to be able to create a page without needing to use the plastic folder. So this is the day that my daughter got her Santa presents, and she was really excited. She's hugging her dad right there. Can't really appreciate the picture, but that's what she's doing. It's all about the joy. And these are random pictures because we took this picture when we went on holiday in Malta. My husband does not join us, unfortunately, because he has to work. And then after we came back, we did go out on a Sunday and kind of celebrated it together. It's a bit sad that we never get to be together on Christmas Day and on New Year's Eve, but that's the way it is. My husband works and we can't do anything about it. So again, random pictures. This is the day my daughter was writing her letter to Santa. This is the Christmas advent calendar that I did for my daughter, and we have heart here. She was rummaging through the drawers one night, and these are the handmade cards that my daughter made for all her cousins and aunts and uncles. So I do like the fact that you can actually put your journaling very easily in this kind of project. I mean, it has positive things, I have to admit. It does allow you to put information, and yeah, it helps to make journaling easier. And then it's just a matter of cutting the papers. I was using basically the 6x6 pack to back my pictures, and that made it very easy. And here we have my daughter, very excited with her presents. And I did use some tags that I had from a previous hip kit. And here I was already happier with how this turned out. I did not put this in the plastic folder. I created a border to be able to punch it into the page. I used wooden embellishments, and I put some foam stickers underneath the die cuts to make them stand out, and I definitely love how this looks. So here she's using her Christmas presents. One of those bookmarks from Illustrated Fate Christmas collection I've used to decorate the bottom of this page. The stickers of Snow and Coco were great for this project because they had like a childish feel, and well, Christmas is all about my daughter, so that's great. Then this is my best friend. He's appeared in some of my previous projects. We have a very special relationship because we've been best friends for over 17 years, I think. And we left Malta at the same time. He went to London, I went to Spain, I came to Spain, and we never went back, but we do meet in Malta every summer and every Christmas. And unfortunately, our holidays do not coincide, so basically we just meet for a few hours and that's it, but it's as if we talk every day. It's just lovely seeing him. So we were fooling about with we like to drink Aperol Spritz when we're in Malta. It's a drink that's very fashionable at the moment, and yeah, this was the before, this was the after. It was funny pictures. Here my daughter met our Maltese Santa Claus, who's just amazing. He looks so realistic, and I did tell her before we went to Malta that I think that we have the real Santa in Malta, and she was really excited to get to meet him. And he was in a supermarket, and she took the picture with him. And then this was from a Webster's Pages old collection. As you can see, I made a mistake with the measurements. I cut it too short, but I don't really mind. I mean, this project, it has a bit of everything. I like it in that sense. It's not cohesive maybe for some people, but it's me and it's fine. I did pages like this where I was simply celebrating what Christmas is about, and I used the Illustrated Fate die cut images. And then I added a few pictures of Christmas at my parents' house. My mother has done these handmade stockings, which we fill with sweets every year. This year I was the one to fill them with sweets. And here is the baby Jesus. My dad loves to decorate the house for Christmas. Every year he decorates his less, unfortunately, because he's getting more tired and tired, but he did decorate it. You see that the pictures, I had to cover the pictures. My family is not very happy about appearing in my videos, privacy issues, but my parents don't mind. So here we are celebrating the new baby of the house. I have covered her face as well. My sister had a baby and we're very happy that she's with us. And then on Christmas Day we had this marvelous Christmas lunch that my mom prepared for all of us. So here I put a few pictures of that, and these are my lovely, amazing parents, and they just made it happen. Here's Laura with the Christmas tree. I hope you can see with the glare. I know there's a glare, but I'm trying to see if the video is okay. Looks okay. So good. Laura opening some of her presents. As I said, I used my new printer and I realized that I will have to edit some of the pictures before I actually print them, because some of the pictures turned out very dark. And yeah, I need to do something about that. Then this was another kind of mixed page. I did not cover their faces, so I'm going to put my hand on it. I didn't because it was a very small picture. But I used various embellishments, as you can see. And then I did another one of these Christmassy pages just to celebrate what Christmas is about. And then these are one of the bookmarks. I liked these bookmarks because they had things like this said Christmas songs, another one said favorite Christmas moments. I might actually put a few more in the album. Then here I used Webster's Pages die cut cards, which I had because I actually bought a couple of years ago the pack of the Christmas collection from Webster's Pages, which was beautiful, and I'm very disappointed they did not come out with any Christmas collection this year. But I did have these because I had not used them. It's very hard to use these kind of cards in a scrapbook layout. I had not used them, and this was the perfect opportunity to use them. And see, I mean, it's super easy. You just pop them in the folder and it's done. Very easy. And this was New Year's Eve. We went to my brother's house. I have a few pictures of my adorable nephew that I can't show you, unfortunately. But we did enjoy New Year's Eve with him. And here is just a few more things that we did. We went to my sister's house as well. Another decorative page. The die cut that says Love, Home and Family. One of the chipboard from the Snow and Cocoa collections. And then I just had random pictures left, which I just threw at the end of the album. This was my mother's awesome desserts for Christmas lunch. My mom's new cats, which are absolutely adorable. And I just had to show them. I need cats in my life. I can't have cats at the moment. My husband's not pro cats, and maybe I need to wait until we're old and then he doesn't mind so much. But for now I know that I can't have a cat in the house. And then it was just a matter of embellishing the last couple of pages. Here on New Year's Day it was really nice weather and we went out for a milkshake, and my daughter was happy with her new niece pushing the pusher. And I did play with things like this. I put the wooden embellishment outside the plastic folder, and the card is decorated inside as well, stickers. And that's it. And this, it moved. Basically I took them to the cinema to watch a movie, my daughter and some cousins. I could put the Christmas card. Every year I do a Christmas card which I send out to my family, and I included one here. I had one left over. And this is the unfinished page, so to speak, because I found I had this one, this cut apart sheet that I had not used, this photo of my parents that I had not used, and I just threw it there. It's the last thing that I put in the album. And that's it. I'm happy. I'm not super happy with this album, but I'm happy. It's fine. It's another documented Christmas, but next year I really have to consider not doing an album and just sticking to my 12 by 12 layouts. That's all from me. I hope you liked it, and I'll be back with more. Bye.